Hi and welcome back. This episode is really a continuation of the conversation I opened last week, where I started to share where something had shifted for me. It wasn't sudden and it wasn't dramatic, but deeply enough that I could no longer ignore it. And since then, I've been sitting with something more specific. What was actually driving me while I was building my first digital products and services? Where I come from now and how to actually articulate where my motivation comes from. Because it was what was motivating me, but I wasn't sharing the message. But I feel that the message may be useful. Because for a long time, I genuinely believed I was building from passion. I loved learning, I loved creating, I loved the possibility of what I was building and where it could go. And in many ways, that was true. But when I look back honestly, there was something else underneath: pressure. And the interesting thing is, it didn't look like pressure. It looked like using every spare pocket of time, trying to make something happen, always thinking about the next step, feeling like I should be doing more. Even when I enjoyed it, there was still this quiet layer of, I need this to work, I need more income, I need to make something happen here. And I didn't see it at the time. Because here's what I understand now: pressure can feel a lot like passion when you're inside it. It doesn't always feel heavy. Sometimes it feels exciting, sometimes it feels productive, sometimes it feels like momentum, which makes it very easy to miss. But something has shifted, not the amount of time I have, not the tools, not the opportunities, but the energy that I put into it now, the energy where I come from, because I was able to acknowledge the deeper truth. I see it as a gift and I won't allow myself to act out of fear. Now, when I find those tiny pockets of time, it feels completely different. There's less urgency, if any urgency at all. There's less forcing and there's less of this life raft energy, which is desperate, scarcity, graspy energy. But there's more clarity, calmness, and trust in the next step. I'm allowing that to come through now because I'm not driven by fear. Trust and faith is the main thing. And this is the part that really landed for me. Tiny pockets of time didn't change my results like I thought they did. The energy that I brought to them did. So now I'm not building to escape more. I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm not measuring my progress like most people do, check the analytics and that. And I'm not measuring my progress by how much pressure I can tolerate. I'm building from alignment, and that changes everything. This is the conversation I'm stepping into more fully now, not just what drives me and motivates me. It's the conversation that I'm having moving forward. And I'm not anti-ambition, I'm not anti-success, just no longer to willing to build from pressure and call it freedom, which a lot of people do. And that was what was motivating me, seeing people believe that they had freedom and they were, how can I share it, trying to it generally because things worked for them, they wanted to put share their strategies on other people, so they were sharing their building from pressure and they were calling it freedom, and it wasn't aligning with me, but I wasn't articulating that was what I was feeling. And if you've ever felt that quiet urgency underneath what you're building, or you want to change something, you've got dreams and goals, and if it's to leave a job you hate, create some extra income to stop living paycheck to paycheck, just that desperate desire to have something your own, you'll understand exactly what I mean. I'm in here to change up the paradigm, hopefully, to get people to allow themselves to go, yeah, I don't need to build from fear. There is a different way. And if you missed the previous episodes where I shared the deeper shift behind all of this, you can go back and listen to a new chapter, what I stand for now, and then the shift I can no longer ignore. They really set the foundation for this conversation moving forward. And if this is resonating with you, this is exactly what I'm exploring more inside Aligned and Free. It's a simple starting point to begin building from alignment instead of pressure. And you can find the link for it in the show notes. So thank you for listening today and taking the time to be here. And I'll speak to you in the next episode.